Hello everyone, welcome back to another Splinterlands stream. Today is the 26th of April and I have a Earth quest. It looks like my opponent may have a Death quest because Earth and Death are the only splinters available. We've got Close Range and Equalizer, which should work relatively well, particularly if I use an Earth Elemental because they have the whole infinite heal. Alternatively, I could just go llama plus creature, and that creature is going to be Cornelius. That's probably a safer bet. Last stand it up. That should lead to a victory, otherwise it'll be a dice roll if my opponent plays the same thing as me, which is a possibility. Well, it's definitely not what they did, and I've got a pretty okay counter to them, considering they've gone with my law. And I don't have any melee attacks at all. But I do have thorns. I do have return fire. I do have magic reflect. I've already had my last stand delivered. The question's going to be, can I do enough damage to take down their team? I think it's just going to be a slow burn here. But it should be a fairly good win. As in, it will be a win. And it's funny watching the scatter shot just constantly hit the same target. Gotta wait and see. Gotta wait and see. Alright, that's another target gone. It's round 8. And there's still so many targets left on the battlefield. Hopefully they'll start to diminish faster now that there's less of them. Because I'd hate to lose to fatigue with this particular rule set. That would be not fun at all. Just this healing is so annoying. Their double heal. I'm actually impressed that a Last Stand Cornelius can beat this entire team single-handedly. It's pretty amusing. Very amusing, in fact. Okay. Another 5 more rounds and I should win. Just going to skip to those results. I'm sure my opponent had done the same thing by that point. So that's 1 of 5 for the quest. And that's 3.5 minutes in. Alright, now we have Super Sneak and 58 mana. So again, I'm going to use good old Llama Mage. And this time we're going to make sure that we get a Hydra in our team. Where are you, Hydra? There you are. And the rest is going to be some good old Demoralize. I think Cornelius is going to be just as apt as a last position creature here. And we will back it up doing my thing, which will be the Mycelia. And we still have ludicrous amounts of mana available. Maybe I go with a Mycelic Infantry. Or is it just... yeah, let's go Oaken Behemoth. Maybe we can get a bit more damage. Well, our team is super duper slow, so good luck hitting their last line creature. But luckily, most of my creatures can just chew straight through their slip swarm. Hey Techie, welcome. Hope you're doing well today. Oh, beautiful job by Hydra so far. Yeah, wow, I think I'm gonna very easily beat a Prince Renin here. The trample's not gonna really do anything else from this point forward, but Oaken Behemoth did an incredible job as well. That ranged magical sneak did a awesome job at keeping the enemy down. So that's 2 wins out of 2 battles so far today for the Earth Quest. That is a double game winning streak, ignoring the brawl. No, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 game winning streak at the moment. Okay, we have Melee Mayhem, 34 mana. Hey Nighthawk. Gonna go with Hydra again, because why wouldn't I in this rule set? Not doing too badly. I have a Earth Quest today. It seems to be going well, mainly on account of the fact that I have many fancy cards. What else am I going to throw into this team for it to be Melee Mayhem-y? Probably let's buff the crap out of everything else. And let's see if we can't slow the enemy down. Let's see if Hydra can do it for me again. Nothing but Hydra has been played basically in this day. Apart from the first match, which was Cornelius. It was just Cornelius. Hoping they don't bring along a force field. That would slow down my day. But Hydra should do alright. Hey, Ricky and Farfellow, welcome. Yeah, Hydra's one of those cards that I'm going to miss when I shift on over to the modern format. It's going to be the only card that I think from Beta Edition that I play on a very regular basis. My opponent's taken a little bit to put together their team here. Gotta wait very patiently. And eventually I'll either win or I'll lose or whatever. Hey, Gofar, welcome. Thanks for stopping by and hello to you. This is the usual thing that I have to do, is wait for my opponents to think about putting a team in and doing things while I wait and stare at a progress bar and ramble aimlessly. It's the best fun in the world. Oh, here we go. It's Mylor, so that's problematic. Because everything's gonna have thorns. More problematic is all of this healing that they've got in line as well. Excuse me. So I've already lost the brownie. And I'm going to lose the Hydra. Yeah, that's not going to be a good outcome for me. At least it was only 3 ranking points I lost for that one. There goes the win streak. 7 win streak is over. Okay. Close range, back to basics. Oh, that's a terrible rule set. We'll go with Obsidian anyway. And we're going to spam out the highest amount of damage that we possibly can. Throw in a failed summoner, and that leaves me with 6. So let's look at 3s. We'll go with these two. We'll put that right at the very back. Don't know how this team will do. It's a tough one given the mana constraints. It's almost one of those battles that I just want to straight up surrender. Because I hate the Back to Basics rule set. It's the worst rule set that there is. It's just frustrating because there's only one way to play the Back to Basics rule set, which is either spam magic, spam blast with Jotun, or try to do magic reflect. It's just that there's no flexibility in the team compositions that you can play. Well, you can play whatever you want, but there's no flexibility if you also want to win. Hey Delta, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. We are in queue for a Back to Basics battle with Green Splinter, hunting for game 3. Everything's more fun when you're using Jotun. Everything. Driving the car, putting food in the microwave. All of it's more fun when you've got Jotun on your side. And it's Ouster, so that's pretty much a guaranteed loss because everything's going to magic reflect back into my face. And all of my damage is fundamentally magical. Yeah, that would be nice, because I tend to submit my teams pretty quickly. It'd be nice to pressure the opponent into submitting their team quicker if your team is submitted quickly. Need like a rapid fire mode for Splinterlands where it's like you've got 20 seconds to build a team. It'd be a lot more challenging. Rise the Commons and Earthquake. How am I gonna do this with Green Splinter? Well, let's start off by reducing armor. Have a look at the flying creatures. So, Pelical Mercenary, yes. Tower Griffin, yes. Oh, Screeching Vulture, you don't fit. You don't fit in my team comp. So, you know what else I could possibly do? No, I couldn't do that. I was going to go Llama Mage plus Mercenary and nothing else, but actually that will fit. Llama Mage is there. That's that. Let's see if this will work. Llama plus creature is often very effective. Until you've got 1 second to pick your team. Okay, I think I should be able to come away with the goods here. They don't have any stuns. That repair is going to be problematic though. But thankfully, it's going to go bye-bye when the Lone Boatman does. And Retaliate is going to be very nice for me. And the speed turnies are also about like respecting players' time as well. Well, there we go. Llama plus creature prevails again. Not like it's a challenge. And we've got just green splinter, unprotected, equalizer. If I've got it, I may as well keep using it. With this one, I think I'm going to try to play something a little bit cheekier. Capitalize upon magic reflect and amplify here. Where's Cornelius? There he is. And Mycelia, where are you? There you are. 2 mana, leaving me with lots and lots of mana. So the goal here is to have all the attacks hit. My Slick Slip Spawn, Failed Summoner, and Cornelius reflect it straight back at the enemy. Queen Mycelia and Princess heal it up. And we'll see if victory is mine. And even better is the fact that a force field is going to stop the Sandworm and Cornelius from being super mega annoying, horrifically strong opponents. The only bad thing now is that Slipspawn is the victim of affliction. So now the attacks are going to go wherever they're going to go. And I am suddenly not nearly as confident anymore. Hey Nighthawk, thank you for cheering with the bits. Appreciate that. It's not required, but it is appreciated. This battle is long. Ooh, I looked at it at first and thought I was going to be okay, but now the longer this presses on, the more I feel I may lose. Working towards those bits blade. You'll get there. It's a roar. It's a roar. It's a roar. Yes, like a lion. It's a roar of attrition, like everything is. I'm suddenly starting to feel more confident again now in this battle, even though I've got to contend with absurd amounts of healing from my opponent. I mean, they have to contend with fundamentally the same from me. As long as that triage keeps my Chron alive, I'll be a happy person. Because they're going to be very key to the battle. And if I can keep my Slick Slip Spawn pressured and they keep... No, I was hoping they'd keep healing Spirit of the Forest instead of themselves. The Magic Reflect may have been able to bring them down, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But both of these teams are pretty absurd in terms of their ability to keep themselves alive. And I feel like I'm going to be needing every last bit of that double triage to keep Chron alive, particularly when we start going into the backfire zone. Backfire, the exhaustion zone, which approaches in a meager 7 rounds, but this battle is going to quite literally be one to the death. Return Fire is working really well. The problem is not getting Spirit of the Forest down very far. Not getting them into the risky zone. Although I believe that's the lowest I've seen them now at 4 health. No. I think that's just a status quo. We'll see. At least I've got more health than they do pretty consistently here, which means my triages are going to get better bang for buck. I am slowly winning the war of attrition. Their Spirit of the Forest is now on 3 health. As previously it got itself lowered down to 4. Owing to the amount of healing I've got here, I think I should be good. I do have the favorite water from the wine bottle. Spirit of the Forest is down to 2 health. Exhaustion is coming. Or fatigue, whatever you want to call it. Thank you for the reminder to have a drink there, Nighthawk. This level of survivability from my foes clearly drives a man to drink. But they're experiencing much the same from my onslaught here as well. And here comes the fatigue. Oh, it'd be wonderful if it was. It would be legitimately wonderful if it was. Particularly with some of the losses I experienced throughout the Splinterlands journey that I've been on for years and years. Okay, next round they lose their amplified reflections. Next round I'm going to lose nothing. Oh, here we go. Still enormous heals from their triage. I don't think I'm even going to get to a last stand here. This is disappointing, isn't it? And goodbye, Dr. Blight now. Bang. That was a pretty brutal team I threw out there. And it was all because of that my Silic Slip spawn at the start. Absorbing all that fire. Wearing them down. And I just need the one more game to get through this quest. Get out alive. And then in, I believe it'll be about, I've got my days right today. Yes, in about half an hour's time, we'll have Crypto Llama TV over on the Splinterlands TV channel. So if I go well and go right, we should be able to raid on in to Crypto Llama TV stream. So you'll have me, an Australian, followed by Crypto Llama TV, another Australian. I don't think it's going to take me another half an hour to win my last battle, but it will definitely take me more than half an hour to climb up into Champ 3 for sure. It may even take me half an hour to find a battle here. Alright, we have a Stampede, 54 mana. Does my opponent have a Mylor? Doesn't look like they've played a Mylor, so I'm going to do the double trample special. Trample, trample, trample. It might even be a triple trample. I'm going to go with all the tramples, in fact. Because we can use Oaken Behemoth. We can use Hydra. But Hydra is going to be our anti-sneak right at the back. Grund is going to come in and do some stuff. Then it's pretty much this unbeatable combo of Mycelia And number 2, the Khmer Princess. And we have 12 mana left. Can I just play another Oaken Behemoth? That would be cool. That would be fun. We're not going to, though. Perhaps we will throw in a... What are we going to throw in? Fire Splinter is in, which tempts me... is it going to be another Cornelius? Or yeah, it's going to be Cornelius. They have the best odds of stopping a trample. I mean, the armor's going to be there for that as well, but this should be a relatively secure team. If they just bring tons and tons of sneak, then I could be in trouble. If they bring Milo, I'll be in trouble. If they bring a life team, I'd probably also lose. Like a really good life team with Shield Bearer and 14 resurrections and all that sort of thing. I did not expect a dragon team. Robo Dragon Knight is an excellent choice. The scatter shot from Chaos Dragon has the propensity to screw up my healers. We'll see if that happens. Okay. Well, that's not great. I will not be getting the Trample Dream I had hoped for. I will not be getting it at all. Maybe Hydra's Last Stand be exquisite and lethal, but at this point I very much doubt that, particularly with these double blasts that are present. Poison's a bit tragic. Oh god. Llama didn't even get to heal. Well, Hydra rather didn't get to heal. So, 12 ranking points gone from that one. Still chasing this Earth quest. Got to get through it. I will get through it. It's just going to take some time. And I've got all the time. Okay, aim true, keep your distance. I really want to play Dragon Splinter here, but I'm going to be forced not to. So we are going to use Child of the Forest. I think the Djinn will be very useful here. Same with Dr. Blight, actually. Now, 2 mana for a Failed Summoner. 4 mana for a Queen Mycelia. And, oh, we just can't fit in a thingy-madoo. So instead I'll go with Spirit of the Forest. Because we can't fit Kron. Because Kron would be amazing here. Maybe I drop the Djinn and bring in Kron. Yeah, that way I can bring in the Khmer Princess as well. Let's see if this will work. Well, I've only got a tiny bit of Magic Reflect. And it, importantly, is not Amplified Magic Reflect. They don't have a thing that can stop my Kron, other than the stun on Lightning Dragon. I think Dr. Blight should be able to absorb just enough hits from the Lightning Dragon to make that not be a problem. No, he cannot. So we hope we don't get stun locked here because we don't have a cleanse. And we got stun locked. It was the one stun. That was another brutal defeat to me. Gotta keep on trying. Try and get into that Diamond League. Champion League, rather. Equalizer and keep your distance. Common rule set today, this equalizer, and also the keeping of distances. Gotta watch out for the fact that Dragon Splinter is available here. I think I'm going to go as much magic as I possibly can. So we'll throw in Magi of the Forest, we'll throw in Mage of Chaos, we'll throw in the Mushroom Seer. My Select Slip Spawn's going to be my tankity tank at the front. I just don't want to miss. That's my whole shtick for this battle. We'll throw Centauri Mage in second. An all magical team. It might go well, it might go horribly. The only way I'll find out is by waiting. And if I get brutally defeated, so be it. It's word of the day now that I've seen you use it there, Nighthawk. Alright. Well, as predicted, it's a Byzantine kitty. Kron chilling out in the back. Now, Magi of Chaos really needs to do their thing. There it is. 8 damage. Eight damage again. However, Slip Spawn's nearly dead. Magi of Chaos is nearly dead. Oh, the misses. Yeah, I figured I wasn't going to win that. They're too quick. Far too quick. We'll see. I might end up being here until I'm on a TV stream, doing my quest only, and not rampaging along with whatever Splinter I desire. Although at this point, I imagine I've become incredibly predictable. Everything has snipe. Legendaries may not be used. Alright, I want to destroy the enemy's armor. I'm going to be very risky and bring Goblin Tower along. We're gonna see... actually, let's go with... It's gonna be full force blast team. And we'll see if we can be quicker than the opponent. Well, I like my chances here. I'm enjoying the ridiculous armor I'll have on my back line, but I'm not enjoying the ridiculous sneak that they have, but it shouldn't pose too much of a threat. Between Grenadier and this guy, I should be all good. Yes, I am. Excellent. Chicken saved the day. And now we get to open up these rewards. Let's see what we're going to get for today. Could it be something good? My rewards over the last few days have been terrible. So, with any luck, Deceiver, Conjurer, Goldfoil, Bandit, very nice. It's all cards so far. 9 DC. Another Conjurer. Heatsmith, Deceiver, 22 DC, 8 DC. This last row is just going to be lotions. Oh, wow. Gold foil rare. 10 DC. Deceiver. And Epic Love Launcher. That's a pretty good day. That's able to make up for many of the previous days of cantankerously bad rewards. It's not a gold foil Oceanus. It's not even close. But 2 golds and an epic. Not going to complain about that. That is a delightful outcome. And now, a word from our math.random to tell us what Splinter I'm playing next. Water for this next battle. Hopefully water is available. We will see if it is. If water is not available, we will roll with fire. And a very conclusive fire. Bang smack in the middle. But water is available. We got Spreading Fury and Ranged of the Close. So that works out pretty well. It means I can use a Kraken. That means I am going to use a Kraken. So let's go to mana cost, bring in the Kraken, bring in the Cornelius, bring in the support mechanisms for both of those things. And it's entirely a support mechanism for both of those things. What else can we back Kraken with? I believe they normally enjoy having another heal. Yeah, sure. Let's go with Crustacean King. And for the 2 mana, Halfling Alchemist. See how this team composition works out. Kraken's there because Kraken is mean and angry. And that's what Kraken does. They are a mean and angry boy. Just bringing my Discord over to keep an eye on some other things. Okay. Well, they've gone for the speed reduction, which makes sense a bit. I believe there's a feature in... There is a tool. It's either the Splinter Stats report card, or you may be able to use this one here, Nighthawk. There are tools out there that do this calculation. I don't use any of them, but there are many, many tools in existence. Looks like this will be a nice little win for me. Cornelius representing my penchant for close range yet again. And we seem to have a broken gameplay thing. Look at that. Fast forward mode. Otherwise, if you look up Splinter Stats on Hive, they might have something on their website or their GitHub that has it. Kyokiz is... Not sure if their name on the blockchain is Kyokiz or Kyokiz with a hyphen. It's one of those two. They might have something on their blog about it because they've played a lot with the Splinterlands API and stat tracking and all that sort of thing. And there's a couple of leads for you to follow. We've got Keep Our Distance, 15 mana. I wish I could play Dragon here. I'm thinking I might play Green. Yeah. Life is always tempting. No, they'll be too slow. So it's gonna go Wizard of Eastwood to reduce any armor. Child of the Forest, Earth Elemental. Throw Chaos Agent in the front. It's gonna be Grenadier. They're slow, but it's just something I have to deal with. And the question is, Acid Shooter? Yes. The answer is yes to Acid Shooter. They can be the most reliable. So my opponent's gone full magic. And my snipe is good. Scattershot was excellent. Game of Chance is even more excellent. Should be able to get enough shots in to take down Blight, and we have. Wonderful. Another win notched. 149 champion points. 149 rather rating until champion. Well, that's a 3-game win streak now. We'll see if we can get anywhere further. I want to. I really do. Alright. Earthquake. Close range. What a fun rule set. I think I'm going to go with Mother Kalia and Kralis. Gonna bring some of that sweet, sweet snare. And we'll also go with Brightwing. That way we've got a repair. Now, is there anything else that's flying that comes with armor that is also full? Tower Griffin is the obvious one. And that's probably what I'll include. Brightwing can go there. Grenadier. We will bring the 0 mana creatures. No, we won't, because the resurrections will get wasted on them. And we'll see whether or not we can do enough damage with this particular team. The lack of any return fire on my team is concerning. Grenadier feels pretty safe for the time being, but speaking about wasting resurrections, didn't even get to get a resurrection off there. So that win streak's at an end. And I'll go again. And it's practically the same rule set. Earthquake, keep your distance. But Earth is available, which means Sacred Llama Mage is available. And if I go to 7 mana, I'm gonna be super duper risky. And I think I'm just gonna go Gargoyle Devil and Llama Mage and see what happens. Actually, no. Yes, because Pelacor Mercenary can't be played. This would certainly not work, but it'll be amusing. It'll be very amusing if it does. I always call it Sacred Llama Mage instead of Scarred Llama Mage. So I'm clearly not respecting that card the way in which it should. It's the best name for it. It is a sacred card. It's not cursed. Well, at least it's not as bad as me calling Jin Muriat Jin Murray or Pelacor Deceiver Pelacor Defective. I'm not sure those could be blamed on dyslexia. defective out of Deceiver. I could see how you'd get that though. Yeah, definitely. Jin Muriat. Someone was typing use Jin Muriat, but it auto corrected them to Murray, and I just thought it was such an Australian thing to call it Jin Murray. So that is my nickname for that card forevermore. And I slowly but certainly wonder what they're worth on the market, because it would be hilarious to corner the Jin Muriat market and then petition to have their name changed to Murray using the Splinterlands proposal system in the future. It'd be a silly proposal to make, but a hilarious one. Let's see, Chaos Legion. How is Jin Murray doing on the market? Well, I would certainly won't find him if I just search for Murray, which is what I sort of tried to do. He's commanding a $7 price tag at the moment. Ooh, I won by a surrender. That's useful, and that brings me 1 point closer to champion than the last time I checked. He's certainly not the cheapest legendary card. People are certainly seeing his utility and his value. 46 mana, Rise of the Commons, Fire's in, Life is in, Dragon's in. I think I'm going to go with Dragon plus Life Splinter. So I can use my precious little shield bearer. And we're going to roll with... Oh, we can't bring Angel of Light. So maybe we should be playing Whatchamajigger. But I'm not going to do that. We're going to spam all the protect. Throw in that shatter. Another heal, so we've got 2 heals on Shield Bearer. We've got to cleanse their way as well. Second position needs to be something nice and robust, preferably with its own heal. I don't think I'm going to find something with its own heal, so we might need to go down the triage path. Let's have a look. I think it's going to be Herbalist as my only real triage option. Yeah. So second position is then going to be Silver Shield Assassin, I guess. Hopefully they can stay alive. It's a very Silver Shieldy team here. We've got the Silver Shield Sheriff, we've got the Silver Shield Assassin, we've got the Shield Bearer. It's a shieldy team. The name fits. And it's Fire Splinter with Blast. And a fair bit of magic. Luckily, I don't have magic. This snipe is going to decimate that prismatic energy. Really glad I've poisoned Naga Fire Wizard as well. Well, she's in a bit of trouble. They played their poison cards really well, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I take everything I said back. It certainly is going to be enough. Silver Shield Sheriff is going to be the last one standing, and they can't do anything from that front position, so that's all over. Putting me further away from Champ 3. Well, that's fine. Can't win every game. Alright, another one. Equalizer. I want to bring knockout to this battle. So it's going to be all about the stuns. I think this one might be for Death Splinter. Death Splinter has some delightful stuns. There's 3 stuns. Could throw in Magi Necrosi for another one, but it's unfortunately only stunning the second position, which should still be useful. I probably want to also bring Corrupted Pegasus for longevity, and I'm also going to bring... what are the splinters available here? Let's bring... I'm tossing up between Lyra the Dark. Actually, let's drop Magi Necrosi, bring Gauledon, because Gauledon plus True Strike would just be absolutely ruinous. And then for my last 4 mana, I think probably Dr. Bly offers the most utility. But extra armor from Tower Griffin would also be very nice. So yeah, we'll just roll with this. Because I was thinking we'd see a Kraken in the enemy's team. And I was afraid we'd see Blue Splinter, which is why I went with Magic Reflect. Now, we need to stun this Kraken somehow. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Now, we need it to get stunned again for Gauledon's follow-up attack. That was a miss. Oh, the repair. Yes, perfect. And now that should kill. And indeed it did. Now the only problem here is Genoshanus and their magical force field. The other annoying part of my opponent's team here is that Kelp Initiate in the rear with their constant cleansing. The triage is also a point of frustration. Massive point of frustration. Oh, poor Gauledon. Destined to do only a single damage. Cursed force field. Cursed cripple. Could have used a sneak in my team, but I am not able to overcome the enemy here. It will most certainly be a loss for me. But that's what we're going to get. Even though I've been stunning, afflicting, poisoning, that little Kelp Initiate, safe and sound. So Cthulhu's certainly not going to be able to solo the enemy team. Well, particularly now that he's the subject of Deep Lurker's attacks. The upsetting thing about this is that the enemy team wasn't even max level. It's a level 3 Ruler of the Seas. It's a level 6 instead of a level 8 Metal Eye Guardian. It was a level 7 thing. So even if you've got good cards, doesn't mean you're going to win. Alright, unprotected Rise of the Commons. I'm going for the fastest team I can possibly put together, because I want to be a Dodge Master. Naga Assassin. Flying Squid for the blind. Here's another dodge. And a Return Fire and a Poison. Now, what other speedy things can we implement into this team? I don't see any other swiftness. So we'll just have to look for any slows. Slow, 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 slow. Ooh, an affliction would be nice. Now let's pull a flag out of the ground out of the last team. Make sure we've got Kelp Initiate doing some nice little things. What else do I use here? It's tempting to use Captain's Ghost. Captain's Ghost is wonderful. But what would be even more hilarious is to use Water Elemental as another stopgap for a dodge. Dodge plus blind plus insane speed plus a slow. Should be fun. This will be the last match for me before we wander on over to Splinterlands TV. So we'll get that ready to go. Waiting and waiting and waiting. We've got Crypto Llama TV starting up now. Oh, my opponent surrendered, so I'll take that win. Alright, let's head on over to Splinterlands TV, and I will catch you guys again tomorrow. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.